We should actually go for the easy one. Answering the call. Maybe?
Here, which one? Just the one you're on right there?
Yeah. Unless you've got a better one, because I'm noticing that one has 3 objectives to work towards.
It's got 3 objectives that I have to work towards, too, so...
Perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was kind of tempted to just say, I mean, Darksburg's good, but Blightbound.
But Blightbound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, like, that happens a lot, where, like, people come into my Discord asking for roguelike recommendations all the time.
Yeah.
And it's, a lot of times it's like, should I get this game or this game? And, like, a lot of time I'm like, but what about completely unrelated third option?
Yeah.
What do you think about... Oh.
That is just better.
Yeah,
how do you feel about Dicey Dungeons? I wanted to know if Gungeon was good. I mean, okay, that might be a bit of a false equivalency with you, but
yeah, I mean, I love both those games. Oh,
ow.
Let's see. Whoop. Yeah. Circle. Boom. Okay. Me too.
The help.
Gotcha.
Why me? Like, I don't think I've seen you get gotten by that once.
I think I was once, but I just like immediately popped out of it. I don't know why. But what games do you have, like, especially, are there ones where you often find yourself recommending it a lot? Like, not even just like a good game, just one that is really easy to recommend.
Chroma Squad. I will always recommend it as one of the most hype games that no one has ever heard of. It's like
I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah.
I've not played a lot.
It's
worth going back to?
Maybe. It's one of those where it's like, what if you turned Power Rangers into a game, but the plot wasn't just garbage?
Yeah.
And I just remember the last, like, 2 hours of it was just such a good culmination of all of the wild shit that had happened the whole game.
Yeah.
The payoff was there. I guess, speaking of payoff and so on and so forth. Wow, there's a lot of enemies.
Whoa! Wow, there were a lot of enemies.
There were.
Yeah.
You definitely like an easy mode for a little while.
It's a nice relax. It's a nice...
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that there's totally a valid reason to come and do it, too.
Yeah.
For our quest to get the crystals, because that does seem like a bottleneck for me right now, is getting those crystals from the quests.
Yep.
But enlighten me. Chroma Squad, is it a turn-based game? I can't even remember what genre it is.
It's a tactical turn-based RPG.
Is it like a squad type turn-based RPG,
yeah,
like a Fire Emblem or something?
Yeah, I would say maybe a little closer to Final Fantasy Tactics than Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay.
But only so much. Like, you really don't have a whole lot of character customization.
Yeah.
And like at first, it straight up kind of markets itself as this like B-lister, doofy, like almost Sentai show simulator where you're like putting together the scripts and like you're running a show. And then by the end of it, it's like, but actually the bad guys are real. And like suddenly you and your group of just like absolute nobodies have to strap on your duct tape armor and deal with this because no one else is capable. Did we break him? Okay, there we go.
Only a little. I always, there's something fun about that, about a game that's like, look how not serious the situation is, but then then the underdogs have to not only overcome the enemies, but the how seriously the game takes itself.
Yep. It was still ridiculous in like a perfect Power Rangers sense, but it was kind of like if you took a season of Power Rangers and instead of like the standard Power Rangers, it was just Bulk and Skull. I think that's their names.
I wouldn't know.
And no Zordon, no anybody else. It's just Bulk and Skull in 2 dumb outfits, and they have to go take on whatever. It's been a long time since I've seen any Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's been so long for me that I do not remember it. I don't remember anything. I've definitely watched it, but I don't remember anything.
I only vaguely remember it because I only ever watched the movie like the first movie over and over again. Because, like, I lived up in, I spent the first, I guess the second 4 years of my childhood, from 4 to 8, which I feel like is a very formative time for a kid's life, on, like, what kind of media they consume. And we're up in the mountains of New Mexico, which gets bupkis for television. So we're just, we had PBS, because I don't think anywhere in the US doesn't get PBS, which is good. And then we had computer games.
Yeah. Here, I'm trying to get into you. This Tris, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh boy. But you'd say maybe worth going back to in current
Power
day?
Rangers? Heck no.
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 Chroma
Maybe.
Squad. Maybe.
I'm torn on this one. It'd be worth going back to see if it's actually as good as my memories.
Yeah. When did you play it? What year did you play it? The year it came out or something?
5 years ago. So 2015. You have to shoot the There
we go. Oh. Oh boy.
Oh, she's still dead. Oh no, she's not dead.
No,
she's just dumb.
Now she's dead.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Tris, you wanna thank you. Don't stand in the lasers.
I do not have any heals.
Actually, the other one I would probably recommend would be like Dragon Quest Builders, just because that is such a unique product.
Yeah, let's see. Where does it rank on the whole grindometer? Is it
Not
very grindy?
So it's all of the grind that you do is just kind of through natural exploration, so it never feels terribly grindy. And so it's kind of like if you took Minecraft and gave it a proper story mode that was like a ridiculous JRPG.
Okay. Tough Pinata. Is it?
That is his name. I wasn't even paying attention. It's like, what's with the gold? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's they all have modifiers, and I guess apparently they can be really good ones. I think we got a dream combo because I think tough just means he has a lot of health, and Pinata means every time we hit him, he's gold. Chunks gold.
Yeah.
I think that was
made 5,000 gold from this round alone.
Wow. Wow.
So what was the first probably computer game you ever played? Or did you actually start with consoles?
See, this is the kind of question that I really feel like I should know the answer to. But I can always say the ones that were formative, like the first ones that were actually formative, were kind of like just Pokemon Yellow was probably the most formative one, where I was like, I'm playing this and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue to play this. Like, I like video games because of this. Diablo, the original Diablo.
Yeah.
Weird combo, but yeah, the original, or Pokemon Yellow, the original Diablo. One of my first, I don't know, what else? Star Wars Pod Racer. I had
never played that outside of a Target. And I remember when that was, like, available, like, because Target would have those, like, demo consoles that you could play. I guess they still do. I haven't been in a Target in a couple of years, but,
yeah.
No, actually, Target was the last business I walked inside before lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's the smoker again.
Oh! That is probably one of the most satisfying visual things.
They disappeared. Dang.
Yeah. Absorb them in and then they're gone.
I just remember with Pod Racer, every time I go into a Target, they would have one of them and somebody would be playing it. And they would never stop playing it.
Never stop.
The entire time I was inside that Target. So I'd always like stand awkwardly behind some kid playing episode 1 Pod Racer and being like, can I have a turn? No.
No!
And then I'd leave and come back, and I'd be, like, within the same aisle, and without even, like, a noise, they'd be replaced by the next kid who would never give me a turn.
Yep. 100%. I know this feeling so well. Yeah, I remember. I definitely there was a time where McDonald's
Yeah.
had
They
like
still
the
do sometimes.
GameCube. Really,
Yeah.
I've not seen one. I've seen like maybe like an empty one, but I've never seen one that actually was still functional.
The
That had
weird
like the
part
working
is
GameCube.
the last one I saw, I think, is near you. I'd have to figure it out on the map. But we were visiting relatives, and we stopped at a McDonald's and just...
I have like an exact visual of one in mind, and I wonder if it's the one that's still has it. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But-
At some point, I will bug you about, like, vaguely what direction you're in.
Yeah.
So we can put an overlap on, do we have any shared... I mean, I'm sure Camp Snoopy is somewhere in the shared lexicon.
Of course. I mean, I've been multiple places here too, so I'm sure that there's been some overlap.
How are your feelings on Camp Snoopy being replaced with Camp Nickelodeon? This is such a Minnesota thing that I'm sure most people are like, what the hell?
I'm disappointed by it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I've only ever gone once or twice when it's been Camp Nickelodeon or Nickelodeon Universe, right? I think that's what it's called.
Okay. I think I only went once after the Switch. I mean, it switched over when we were pretty old, so go figure.
Yeah, right. Shock awe. But I don't know. Yeah, I think that there was something there's something kind of nice about, like, while it was Camp Snoopy, it's not all the stuff was necessarily Peanuts themed.
Yeah,
so
there was like a little bit here and there. But yeah, like, it had more of kind of a wooden roller coaster.
Yeah. Like, it was all just nondescript kind of just theme parky stuff. And I like that, instead of everything being, this is Danny Phantom's log plume. You know? Like, I liked that. I liked that aspect of it, because it made it feel like a special Minnesota thing.
Yeah. And now it just feels very commercial.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, am I right, Minnesotans?
Probably.
Tris. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I hadn't. It's hard for me to give a legit answer when I went like once or twice. But I'm gonna say that I'm definitely right. I don't know. I never get worked up about stuff enough to like vehemently argue on the internet ever in my life. I don't think has ever happened.
I think I get vehemently about, like, I guess my job and the validity of it. Gosh, I can word.
Yeah, that's like the one time I think I've ever, like, you know, defended something.
Yeah.
Is that McLord?
It always drives me up the wall when somebody's like, get a real job. And I'm just like, this is a real job.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what world you're in, but this is like a legitimate business.
Yeah. I have had like quite a few very different jobs, and I have never had to try nearly as hard to keep a job than I've had to for this. There's been jobs where I've like, I mean, you know, I don't have to worry about what they think now. There's been times where I like legitimately just played video games, and and it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter because nobody would ever possibly care. And I wouldn't be fired because they would just, you need to be like, they need a body. They just need a body. They don't care. And it's like,
what? Holy crap.
What?
I got a legendary sword?
You got a legendary sword?
Yeah, called Friendship. Yep. It's actually really good.
2 legendary Blight crystals. Ooh, I bet you that's used to make legendaries. I mean, I didn't get a legendary like somebody else, but you know, that's something. Huh.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I know why I got it.
Why?
I completed Malboris' story.
You completed Malboris' story?
Yeah. So if you look at
Oh.
if you look at each character, they have goals effectively. So Malboris is just complete 5 games together with friends, which haha solo players you'll never get this.
Yeah.
But I think for doing so you get a free legendary.
Huh. Reads over the recipe for I have to make Blightbane. Now to scroll through literally everything to figure out which one is Blightbane.
Good for the
Oh boy. You wouldn't happen
That's
to know
what
what
everybody else have. Find Blood Slick, combine it with Rain Slick, so that's craft a thing. Collect money. Serene, you know what you want.
I like cash.
Triss is lifesteal. Desert Mouse is tourism.
Okay.
Chorus is recruit more mages. And Tekka is craft Blightbane.
Yep. What the hell? I have to make a legendary staff?
To get the legendary staff. Clearly you should just play as Malboris. Just pure friendship.
Yeah. My guess is maybe like the base characters are like
The easy ones-ish.
yeah. Wow. Lifesteal 500,000 hit points from enemies. Visit 5 locations? How have I not visited one location as Desert Mouse? That's what
Maybe we have to win a run. That might be the limitation.
Yeah, that could be it. Wow, Mouse is a bad luck charm. I can't believe I've never. All right. Well, who are you? Who do you want to play as then? If you're down for another.
One more. Let's see.
One more.
I think we got one more. It's
I'm down
mostly
for one.
determined by you.
I'm down for one more. Who you want to be?
Well, if I've completed Malboris's, let's see. Yeah, why don't you work on Malboris just so you can have that?
Seems like that's the smart one to start with.
Let's see, what was Scarlet's? Oh, that's crafting. I guess I'll give Triss a shot. But first, let me yoink weapons off of
Yeah.
Mouse.
That's the one thing is I wish it was like smoother to just transfer stuff between characters of the same class.
Yeah.
If you had like a set that you could just click a button and it'd be on them. I think that'd be
They
neat.
won't see me coming now. This suits me to a T. They won't see me coming now.
Okay. Do I want to give myself more lifesteal? Probably not. That would be silly.
This suits me to a T.
I'll just go HP so I don't die.
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's see who Malboris. I really desperately. I'm so curious what the other tank stuff
is. Yeah.
Like we have 2 mages, 4 assassins.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm a little disappointed that most of them only have like 1 or 2 skill differences. It'd actually be really cool if you unlocked all the characters. Like once you unlocked all the characters, you just get
Never rule out playing
you'd just be able to switch all the skills out or something.
Yeah. That would be neat. That'd be neat. Or if you could just like make a custom character. Where do you want to go?
Oh, now I got region rewards.
Let's see. For whom the bell tolls. He's got 3 for me. What is this? The Blood Ridge has 3 for me. Wait, there's 2 different Blood Ridge. Oh, basically all of them have 3 for me.
You pick, because I've only got 1.
Okay.
Which is defeat blighted convicts. And that's it.
Okay. Which ones have that?
All of them.
Okay, that'll do it. Let's go with the normal one then. This has 3 things for me.
Works for me.
I'm sure that like I'm seeing definite ease of making this game feel way more deep by just like adding more maps and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because we are seeing like some duplicates of these maps pretty frequently.
Yeah, we've already done this one twice today and once last time.
Yeah, we could probably rectify that a bit by actually trying to go to some of the different ones. Because, like, I'm not keeping that in mind. And I'm sure there's a couple I bet you there's one or two we have not been to.
Yeah, we've been mostly determining this based on difficulty and nothing else.
Yeah.
But also, to some degree, if we didn't play this, like,
New world, new rules.
maybe we'll do, like, 1 or 2 more
That's what
weeks
I meant to
with the
ask
third
us.
person just to have that
Every
done.
day.
Uh,
Right up until it
and then after that,
becomes
if we
a
just throw it on the back burner and just sort of, like, hey, it's Friday, we only have 3 people for co-op day, let's do Blightbound.
Silver bastard
Yeah.
And then switch that out with a bunch of other games, I don't think I would ever mind the lack of map variety.
Yeah, no, it's... I just ulted. Yeah, just for, like, a party sense. Oh my god, my attack is so big that I can't only hit one.
Yeah, I was like, what is...
It was just
Oh, the torches in the back were the
Yeah.
hints.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the clue, but I couldn't.
Yeah. So I've just been doing that puzzle for us. Oh,
Because, yeah, I was too big to properly do it myself.
yeah. Woo. But
I've definitely got the lifesteal down.
You're the which one are you? Which
Triss,
assassin?
which is the
Crypt.
lifesteal one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she seemed neat. Despite the amount of times I've been assassin, I've not been her. I've just died as mouse a bunch of times or played Scar. Boop. Yeah, you very quickly do feel like your class, and I like that. You definitely feel like a defender as this character.
Yeah.
The shield. It's very clever implementation, creating active gameplay in those roles that are very. It's very easy for them to become complacent, little boring roles.
Yeah.
Tanks and healers, like they're. I don't know. Like, I don't know which one I think is the most fun. And it's fun that it's not just... It's the DPS!
Yep.
The DPS is the most fun.
I always hated that. The tanks and healers were either very thankless or very boring.
Yeah. Or
And there was
both.
not a whole lot of, like, good middle ground, except for easy mode dungeons. And then DPS could just no-brain through.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Like, the benefit is the queue time.
Yep.
And that's it. Sometimes that's enough,
They
but
won't know what hit 'em.
it's nice if you're gonna, like, invest a lot of hours into a character if they're, like, moderately interesting.
Yep.
Is this all you have?
And I think that, I don't know. Have you played the Final Fantasy MMO?
Yes, I've been
is
playing it off and on for the last couple months. I properly bought it for Christmas, played it for like 3 days, and then said, I don't know, maybe I just want to play WoW. And then didn't go back to WoW and played more Final Fantasy. And it's very much like, as a person that was looking for a solo experience, I think it offers better.
It's my
As a
ultimate
multiplayer experience, I don't know yet. Because I haven't
Okay.
done any of the multiplayer anything.
Does it have, like, more... Not that it's a hard ask, does it have, like, a more active kind of combat, or is it kind of your cookie cutter, press one,
It's
one, two,
slightly
three?
more active, but it's like...
Slight.
It's active in the same way that rogue combo points
Okay.
were active, as opposed to just
Yeah.
like... At least currently, that was my experience.
Yeah, like, maybe you'll crit and you'll gain 2 points instead, so you can activate this skill earlier, or whatever. Something like that.
I think it's a little bit better than that, but again, I'm not a high expert
Yeah.
on this game. I've played...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've played like halfway through the leveling so far, but that's... According to most people, that's not even the game yet, so...
Yeah.
I don't like that entry fee, to some degree. The
Yeah.
concept of, like, you have to play through X number of hours of game to get to actual game.
Yeah. You gotta put in the work if you want to have the fun with this game that you paid for and are paying a monthly subscription for.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's so many scummy things about like the MMO practice or just suboptimal things that are clearly just there to keep subscriptions, everything like that. And yet I can't keep myself away from the concept. My favorite pastime is just finding MMOs and looking at their websites to see all the different classes and races.
Yep.
And pretending like, what would I be if I played this game I'm never going to play? Or finding my main in a MOBA that I'll never play.
I think we spent more time doing that for WildStar than we actually played in WildStar.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. But I'm fascinated by movesets for MOBA characters. I've always just found it really interesting. So I just like to find one. Like I watch all of the champion spotlights for League of Legends and Smite, even though I do not play them. I watch all of the champion spotlights, or for Dota whenever every 5 years when a Dota 2 character comes out.
Is it that glacial for Dota?
It's really, really uncommon. Really, it's very infrequent. They'll typically release two. Like the way they've been doing it is they'll wait like a year and then they'll release two at the same time, and they kind of balance each other out in a way. Like they have certain strengths typically or weaknesses against each other in a way. So they're like introducing a character and maybe a way to handle them in a way. So it's an interesting way to do it. And also, it's probably good because then it's not just 2 weeks of everybody playing only one character. It's 2 weeks of everybody playing two characters.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's clever, I think. But yeah, I'll go through and I'll watch like all the spotlights. I'll find a new one and I'll watch all the spotlights. Paladins, I did that recently. just to see, like, how unique are your character designs or moveset designs?
I'm just waiting for the day somebody makes an MMO that isn't an MMO and is like, it plays kind of Dark Souls-y. 4 players, kind of, here's your dungeon, go crawling, and then maybe a world to explore. I was kind of hoping Genshin Impact was going to be, but
okay.
Genshin Impact's like open world exploration is, and your friends can come in and steal your chests.
No.
They never respawn. What?
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
See, what you're describing is what I was hoping Necropolis was.
Yes! Oh, man. Necropolis is, I think, my biggest disappointment ever in terms of, like, gaming and this channel.
Yeah. I thought it was, my radar was going off big time on it slapping.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be amazing. And I don't think I have been more incorrect.
Yeah.
In my
And like the sad thing is it probably wouldn't have even taken them too much to fix it up. But no, they got the license to do BattleTech. And out goes Necropolis. Probably also it's really hard to dig yourself out of the hole.
Yeah. I just realized something about Skull. You can immediately get all 3 of your block charges up just by standing by it. That is really nice.
The other thing is the skull does not have HP, so there's no point in hitting it. You just have to run out the clock.
Yeah. I kind of wish it had HP, but then I guess it's just an enemy. Never mind, I take it back. I like it.
The big rub from my perspective with Necropolis is that I know one of the lead producers for that game. We went to college together. And so, like, I literally have not talked to him since Necropolis came out.
Oh. Because of Necropolis or coincidentally?
A bit of both, probably.
It's not helping.
Like, yeah. But there was just kind of that, like, unspoken, he knew I was mad, and then we just haven't gotten back to talk. There were a lot of other reasons why we stopped talking. He was a massive alcoholic for a while, and, like, yeah. I think he was, you know, well past that by the time he actually started working there. But I know in college he was he was one of the guys that would drink more, and I am one of the guys that never drank. So it was just like, well,
Yeah.
I'll see you when we can hang out and talk about other things.
Yeah.
And then we
I
graduated.
can probably count on two hands the amount of times I have had drinks. I'm just not. It's this. I always say the same thing I told Orbital like this a week ago is alcohol is like anime to me. I just, I could probably get into it, but I don't. I already get my calories from other places, and I'm already having a hard time. So it's like I don't need to like it.
Yeah.
My life's going fine not liking it.
I drink very occasionally as more of like a, hey, this is something I literally cannot have anywhere else. So let's try mead.
Yeah.
Or we're doing mulled wine.
Yeah. That interests me more for sure.
But no, just buying a giant bottle of the cheapest wine possible. Ugh. I did study abroad in Croatia. I'm sure I've told you that I've done it, but I always have to preface it that way anyway. But we were in the bottom apartment. The top apartment was the hospitality students, the people that work, hotels and so on and so forth. And every night, like clockwork, they would buy a 2-liter bottle of wine each and guzzle it and pass out. And I was always just sitting there being like, why?
Yeah. Just like, for fun, question mark. For fun, question mark.
I think it just boils down to not having anything else to do.
We were
really
that's the
big
thing.
into
It's an activity. It's a drink that's an activity. That's dangerous. Like, inherently. Like, for calories, even, if nothing else.
I think I lost 30 pounds on that trip. I was very happy about that. And gained it all back as soon as I got back to the US.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Have you been keeping up with Ring Fit? Seeing as you had mentioned you got that, or no, not really?
It's very much on the very top of my. I genuinely do want to get back to it. After
But it's just hard enough.
Yeah, it's more just like I don't have my office isn't set up in the house yet because it feels like there's almost no point to because there's nothing that I have that matters right now there. So it's like I don't know why build up an empty office when I don't know when I'm gonna get to use it. So I just kind of like
Tekabot.
Oh no, Tekabot. So I kind of that's kind of where I'm at with it right now is I want to set up my stuff so that it makes sense. I'm just going on walks.
That makes sense. We cannot go on walks around here very easily. Too many neighbors and also way too much dog poop. Like we dropped off our votes yesterday. Ow.
Oh no! No.
It's okay.
What?
Tekabot's got us. I'm sorry for besmirching your honor, Tekabot. You still suck. Why is he not picking you up? He's just standing there.
I'm not even the one who made fun of you, Tekabot. Wow.
And everybody in Survivalist says, no, don't abuse the bots. They're helpful.
Yeah. Wow. Let's see. What did I thought I saw a legendary or something. No.
They're kind of the same color as green, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just saw that.
No, I saw something that was gold. I guess it was just this Embers token.
Ah.
All right. Well, that's that. I don't know. This game has a lot of things that I like, and I think it could be. I think it could be really good if they polish off the weird edges. It could be a good like Castle Crashery romp.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. But
well, is it time for you to?
I do have to away.
Yep. That is fine.
I will let you get to your Goner, I imagine is what you're
Yeah, I'll
next.
probably do Goner. I also got Hammerting, which I'm kind of excited for.
What now? What is this?
It's called Hammerting. It's like a colony management game. It looks like oxygen not included, but with dwarves, but probably less starving to death. So that's exciting.
Okay. It sounds fun. But I will let you get to it.
I didn't know you could scroll on this menu. Like
Which
this
one?
Main screen, just like left and right.
yeah, yes, yeah. It's just to get to the things that you can get to by clicking the buttons up in the
Yeah,
left hand.
it really doesn't matter, but was a surprise all the same.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one.
Catch you tomorrow.